Okay, this is the master shower, and I had water, about an inch of water in this shower pan. I have not been in crawl space yet. That'll probably be the first video that you see. Everything was pretty hunky-dory. It's 30 inches by 30 inches space inside of here. It seems a little bit cramped. But clearances seem to be okay. Let's try this one more time. Inquiring minds. What is this space in here? Okay, so it's only 25 inches here. Okay, so we do not have 30 inches of clearance in front of the door. Only 25 inches and 25 inches. That's why we have these measurers. And this is pretty consistent, but on the drain line, you're not seeing discussion plates. And the wear and tear in the cabinets. It's a 50-year-old, 60-year-old house. 60. This is older than me. Okay. Let me see the discussion plate on the commode over here. And it works. Because the bathrooms have windows, vent fans are not required. But what I noticed about these vent fans is there's not a vent outside. So these vent fans vent directly into the attic, which is not a good thing. Alright, this window is aluminum frame. The others are vinyl frame. So you've got different style windows that have happened. This house is vacant when I got here, by the way. So, and since I'm in the bathrooms. Hello, this is your home inspector. This is my mask in case anybody shows up. But I opened up the windows, I opened up the doors, I ran fans. The house has been vacant. I felt good about the aerosols, so I chose to forego the mask as long as I don't have any company. That way you can hear my enunciations and my pronunciations and my innuendos. And we're missing a detention ball right there. So anyway, that's about that. That's why that decision was being made. Thank you for honoring my COVID policy and allowing me to do this solo. I really appreciate this. This is the hall bathroom, and it's more or less the same, except that the difference being is this, and I don't really want to go there, all right? But this control, this spins crazy, and I had trouble getting it to stop. And the water pressure, the water flow, and this stopper is loose, and the water flow to this seems to be unduly affected by the operation of this sink and the master sink. Lavatory. So somehow or another the water pressure's influenced. So whoever's taking a bath or shower in here, if somebody else was in the bathroom, they were comfortable enough to have somebody else in this bathroom, or somebody in the master bathroom was operating things, then the water flow pressure, it might go a little crazy on you. So that's a deficiency. Like not having a stop is a deficiency, loose stopper is a deficiency. That's an interesting wall detail. And again, we do not have a discussion plate underneath here. There's a little bit of hot water, was a little bit of hot water left in the water heater. I found out when I did the water heater video, which you're probably going to see soon. And so I was able to ascertain that the hot's on the left and cold's on the right. So, and we know that it worked at one time, but we're still not going to know fireplace operation. Still not got no furnace operation. This commode's fine. They're positioned fine enough. See, this is a double pane vinyl frame, so we've got different style windows at different times. This is GFCI work. I haven't tested the one in the master bathroom yet, but I will. I'm going there. We don't have grounding. It's not just GFCI. So we only tested GFCI by mechanically. It's not just GFCI or grounding. It's not and or. It's both. We should have grounding on this guy. Let's go look at this other one. Inquiring minds want to know. Glad I got here. See? Told you I was going to test it. We have grounding, and it works. So the one in the hall bathroom works mechanically, but it does not work electronically because it doesn't have grounding. And by the way, these devices do not require grounding to operate, so it probably operates fine. But the sin, the crime here, is that it's supposed to be GFCI and grounded. Whether the GFCI continues to work or not is irrelevant to the issue. It's irrelevant to the issue. The issue is not whether it's got GFCI or not, it's that it doesn't have grounding. Coming on along, we're going to kind of move to appliances. The kitchen sink, this faucet's loose. Woohoo! Yahoo! Alright. And since we're on the GFCI and grounding, let's talk a little bit about electrical. We're going to jump around a little bit. When this home was built and it was stubbed out, all the boxes for the switches and the switches and the receptacles, they're all stubbed out. So when the sheetrock, gypsum board, call it what you will, was all put in, all these things would fit, all these devices would fit nice and smooth. But then we've come in and we added this really cool splash bag. See that? With all the trendy patterns and stuff? Alright. That's nice, it's attractive, I like it. But what's happened here is, by the way, my flashlight's acting up. This was happening. Everything going to act up today? What's happening here is we got these gaps. See this gap right here? Okay? That compromises the fire blocking. That's like in the earlier video when we looked at the electric service panel, or the sub panel, it had the gap that compromised the fire blocking, and we got this right here. Now they sell a little device called an extender, goof ring, call it what you will, but they come out and they cost about $2. And they slide out and they fill up this gap. And so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8, for less than 20. You're not going to get away with $18. They're going to charge you tax. That's how they get you. It's something. But, for about $20, you could have done it right. And since this came out so much, look at this. Since it came out so much, see that screw right there? That's a sheetrock screw. Drywall screw. Again, call it what you will. Those are sharp. Will they punch a hole in the electrical wires? They sure will. Are they supposed to be there? They're sure not. They're supposed to be screws like this, machine screws. So we got the wrong kind of screws and we don't have the extenders. So, yeah, I'm losing power on you because you're okay. Man, it's been one of those days. Now the kitchen sink, remember we got a loose faucet. We got the stopper for the garbage disposal. It's 1/3 horsepower. Alright, we do not have a strainer basket for a stopper for this other half of the sink. It would really be nice if this was sealed. I can't really say that you have a foul line. It's actually installed pretty well. But it is all needs to be sealed. Now the sink manufacturer, they had this great idea to include instructions because they thought that a sink should be installed a certain way. It's their sink, so that's what we got. So we'll come on over here, get the working flashlight version. Alright. We're missing a discussion plates from everything down here, not just the drain, but the faucets. See those sticks right there? Just screws holding them up? Well, the manufacturer actually thought that you should drill holes in this and put screws in that with little brackets, and it should be held in place with brackets that are mounted into the ceramic. That's what the manufacturer thought. But Philip and Doug, they got in here, boy, they had to get home. They got to get to the beer store. Philip and Doug do. So they just put some sticks in there, Doug. Okay, Philip, you're the best. I know, man, I know. See this drain hose right here? So nobody comes up and around. That's good. That's the anti-siphon device for the dishwasher. And we have a clamp right here for and it's loose, not too loose. It's a 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal. The dishwasher is properly draining. Now, when this home was built, this is all that was required. But the vintage of the house, Dollars or Donuts, see that receptacle outlet back there? Okay, there's probably not one behind this dishwasher. It's probably hardwired into the wall. If there is one, that's good. Still can't see it. And if this home was built this morning and it wasn't, then these devices within 6 feet of the kitchen sink would be GFCI protected. As it is, they're all supposed to be all the countertops, regardless, are supposed to be GFCI protected. But within 6 feet, which would also include the dishwasher and the kitchen sink, that would be also GFCI protected, and they're not. And they're not. Also, anytime you have a kitchen landing pad, countertop landing pad that's wider than 12 inches, you should have a receptacle outlet over here. You cannot plug in an appliance over here. Well, I mean, you can't. So there's that. This range has an anti-tip device. Okay, I pulled it back and I looked at it. It's electric range. I did not see a gas connection underneath there. We got highs and lows. I've been playing with it. Bake, broil, self-clean, steam clean. It does not have broil. Does not have a broil. Light works. Where are we at? Oven light works. And, I mean, I've been playing with it. I'm a player. Oh, lights. Whee! Okay. Speaking of lights, does this light work? No. Off. Full light. No, the light doesn't work. Is the filter dirty? Yes. It's circulating. Of course, that's a good thing because we can't get into the attic because we couldn't install it right regardless. It works. I cooked some toilet paper in there, actually. A clean paper in there. I cooked some clean paper in there. And the fan works. Just, see? Just the light doesn't work. So the light doesn't work and the filter's dirty. Another thing is that according to fans are not even required. Now, we like to have them, and if you install one, then code decides that the corner of this should not be any closer to this cooktop than 24 inches, and it is. It's closer than 24 inches. You got a tape measure here somewhere? Yeah, you do, bud. Remember that tape measure you had in the bathroom when someone saw you had 25 inches in front of the shower door? Yeah, that tape measure. Okay. Well, let's look here. 20 inches, not 24. Now, a lot of manufacturers, I don't have the manufacturer's instructions. Manufacturer's instructions supersedes code. Okay, but a lot of manufacturers say that the corner of this should not be any closer to this than 35 inches. And so I come over here, and I've got 36 inches. Now, and some of them are even different measurements, but I remember 35. I don't have the instructions. I don't know. The only thing I have to go back and rely on is code. This code says that. Texas Real Estate Commission say that? No, but code does. My clients want to know. So it's a little close. I'm going to call that in attention. Call that to attention, not detention. This is a refrigerator safety tray right there. So these are our kitchen appliances, our bathroom appliances, and then our plumbing. Our plumbing for today.